Here's I'll be coming at you with a gameplay of Starsector, and it's going to be made by the people of Fractal Softworks. So this is a single-player sandbox-style space role-playing game with strategic elements. So you can fly around space and get jobs, complete them, get money, build your own planet. You can fight pirates. You can make your own fleet, hook them up with all kinds of different guns, and get going in the universe. So it's a bit more like Elite Dangerous. Don't let the website fool you into thinking, oh, it's something else completely. No, it's a lot like Elite Dangerous with, I guess, Star controls. I don't think it's Star Control is the right game. But anyways, still, this is definitely a very fun game. You can't find this on Steam right now, and it only is on the website. And I suppose it's one of those things where it's an indie game where they don't believe in Steam fees. It's too expensive, but definitely well worth it. It's a little bit off the radar because of it, but this is kind of why I want to play it right now. So I'm actually going to start up a new game here, and of course I'm going to name myself up here. I want to do Iron Man mode because yes, that's going to really make a difference in your gameplay. And then I could choose whoever I want here, and I'm thinking about going for maybe some dude here. I like this guy here. Yes. And then after that, you can do a mixed universe or old average. Doesn't matter. Normal size or small size. And I think going normal size is definitely a lot more fun. And we're going to continue up. I did play about 30 hours now. And I have to say, wow, this thing keeps you going. Unlike Elite Dangerous, where when you're fighting, you kind of get a little bit caught up, and then after a while, it kind of gets boring. But here, they make the traveling is not as boring. There's some things to look out for, and also the fighting itself. It's one big fleet battle against another fleet, and you don't really control your other guys. The only person that you control is yourself, and I don't even think you want to do that. So I'm going to start off with the Bounty Hunter commanding a Wolf-class frigate. I don't think I'm going to get a Scavenger here, and I could do a faster start right there actually, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be a mercenary leading a small force aboard a Hammerhead class destroyer, so that's going to give me a bit of a faster start so that I can have a little bit of a fleet going. I'm going to start it off on the normal mode, and I'm going to skip the tutorial, so I'll have 3 leveling points up. So this is the nice thing about this game, and I hope they'll build onto this. Let's see here. This is an alpha version of this game, so they're still going to be building it up. There are still a few bugs in this game here and there. Sometimes I go and turn in a quest, and you know the pirate group's like, "Hey, I don't know you," and then you turn off your transponder, it still doesn't work. So stuff like that, it just kind of gets me going. it's just kind of like, what's going on? All right, so I got 3 of these points here. Now, like I said, this is going to be. I'm not going to control my guy directly, so I think I am going to get the +3 command points like this, so I can make sure that I have enough command points to command the ships, and then after that I will get this here for the combat in a little bit. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. No, I should. Okay, start the game up, and we are underway. So as I've said before, this is not going to be found in Steam. You have to go and purchase this off of the website for Starsector. Go and Google it. It is basically the first thing that comes up, guys. And we are gonna see about. Here we go. And now we are underway. So now we're just gonna go here to our first orbital station. We are starting off right here, so why not? Let's go ahead and jump in there. I'm gonna start off with some 50k. And the first thing to note here is that you're going to have a crew to man your ships, and you do also need a little extra for the other ships in your crew, or in your fleet actually. So I have 350 crew, 200 that is necessary, and then this is the max supplies that I can have. This is my current supplies, and then this is going to be my max number of people with my current number of people, and then my fuel. This is my current fuel with the maximum number of fuel. You can actually extend that, and how do you extend that? You just get more ships. Oh yes, indeed. And the fuel here. I mean, that's not the fuel. This is your combat readiness right there, and this is your burn level. And right there is the sensor range, in which you can sense all the other fleets out there, and the detection range. So lots of different things to consider while you're playing this game. So when you are flying around, you need to have a couple things. You need fuel, right, to go, and then supplies for the rations, uniforms, all the spare stuff. It also counts double as you fixing up your ship. So any damages that happens to those things, then you need to have supplies to make sure that you'll be able to go on for the long haul. These things are quite expensive. 100 cents per unit. Pretty crazy. And then the heavy machinery right here. You need these to do some different things, like go out and exploring, go surveying, and other things like that. So now let's go ahead and jump into Jangala right here, and there we go. We are going to see about taking the shuttle down to the bar and talk to someone. All right, great, somebody's there that can give me a quest. So I got 200 units of food that urgently need to go, and I only have 91 units of cargo space. Pay me 11,000 credits for it though. I declined, they'll still be there. Not a big deal, but first thing I want to do though is I want to check out the trades here and see about getting some new stuff. So when I go and take a look at my fleet here, so I start off with a few of these guys here, and they're all going to have something a little bit wrong with them, denoted by the orange bar here. And these are my crew. So this is Lieutenant Bettany Watanabe actually, and then this is kind of like my carrier person here. So check out the ship right here. Drover hull is designed by the Cruiser School Dominated Domain Naval Procurement Committee, blah 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 blah. So this tells you a little bit about the ship, and these are the numbers here. So the armor rating 400, and that's bad. And then hull integrity, and then this is the type of shield that it has, and then the shield arc itself 300, then 90 shield upkeep. And then these are the special things. So reserve deployment. So deploys replacement fighters that can fight for a short time before returning to the carrier. For non-bombers, can temporarily raise the number of deployed fighters above the maximum wing size. So if you put a lot of fighters on here, it'll give you some extra fighters. And then of course it mounts up to 2 small ballistics, 4 small missile arrays, and 2 fighter bays. Alright, so now we're going to exit from there, and this is going to be the bad boy that I'll be piloting, the capital ship as it were, as it is now. And then 5,000 hull integrity, a little bit better than the other ship, and then 500 armor rating, front shield as well, and the shield arc 300, not as good, but accelerated ammo feeder. So this does make it to where I have a higher rate of fire of all ballistic weapons. So you really want to get the ballistics on there so that you can make really good use of it and blow up these other ships that may be flying against you. Alright, so now I can actually buy some extra ships here, so I can get a nice big fuel tanker. 128,000 credits though. It's a little bit out of my pay range at the moment. But what I really want to look for is this is a people carrier here. So what I want to do is I want to get something that will give me more storage or more cargo space, like this heavy freighter. But it's 48,000, so I don't want to do that. Although, as you can see here, cargo capacity 900. Oh man, that actually might be worth it. That might be worth it. I might pick this up, go do that first thing for 11,000 credits, and then be on my way. But I think anything else is just not as good. Here's a freighter here, 300 cargo capacity, only 17,000 credits. I think I'm going to take this one here. Yes, I think I will. So only 17,000. These are people carriers. I don't necessarily want that. Salvagery. I guess I could take this freighter there, but only cargo capacity 75, whereas this one's 300. And I think this is going to be the winner right there. So let's go ahead and pick this up. 17,000 credits. Now when I go and pick up my ship, it does end up in my fleet right here, and I can get someone to pilot it. Now when you pilot it, when you have someone piloting it, then they take on the person's traits here. So she's steady, and we'll have damage control 1 and impact mitigation, and monthly salary 600. Good stuff. I'm not going to mess with that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to refit the ship. So here I can actually go in there and buy stuff from the open market, or I can go and fit it with anything I have on my ship already. But then I don't have any guns on my ships, any extra guns on my storage, then not then I can't do that. I can't go and put that in there. So I can allow black market purchases, or I could just leave it alone. I can do the standard here, and they'll soup it up for me. But I definitely recommend just go ahead and just get a good feel for what is out there right now. And here I do have some light armor, light machine gun. Right now, I don't actually need to buy guns for this. I really just need to carry the items for me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to the take shuttle down to the bar, nod to the concerned woman, and then I will accept this. Now I have 391 units of cargo that I can accommodate for. She wants me to send 200 food to the nearest star system. Let's go ahead and do it, to Tartasis. Okay, so I can repair some of my ships, 2 supplies, no problem. I'm gonna open the military, and I can actually recruit new guys. So I started off with 1 extra guy, and now I can get Ares Olympus here, and I can pick this guy up, steady in combat, and he does the favorite balance approach, and then I can offer to hire him, so he can cost 4,000 up front, and it's 700 credits per month. But let's see here, changed my mind. He doesn't really have anything good with him, I believe. See, yeah, he doesn't have any traits with him, so he's gonna be really cheap, but I'm not gonna pick him up for right now. And I can actually go and let's see here. So now I have 300. I need 230 guys, 350 fleets. So now I'm ready to rock here. I'm gonna go and grab that up. I'm gonna go to the intel now. These are all the different things in the system that you can go and do. And here, this is the star right there, and it is marked as important, but it is going to be one of my accepted missions. So I want to go to Tartasis, and here it just kind of shows up right there, and you can just fly directly to it. It's going to be the Eos Exodus sector, and these are all the new places I can go. I can go and just click on it and see where they're at, and as you can see when I scroll out, this is in relation to where I'm at, and look how far that away it is. But 60,000 to do that, 90,000 to do that. But believe you me, going out there, oh my gosh, a lot of fuel. But you will need to eventually go out there. You need to get AI cores. Oh, AI cores. Oh man, that's a whole nother can of worms that needs to be opened up. But otherwise, you do need them to run your territories. Well, it is a little bit illegal, but hey, you know, if nobody notices, then no problem, right? Of course you can, like I said earlier, you can build your own planet, you can get your own system, and then you can actually have influence throughout the whole realm. So that is the really cool thing about this game, but I definitely recommend you to get loads of money. I would say at least $1 million to start off with, and then go and get a planet of your own. So I'm gonna fly out. I actually can, anything that's named here I can actually go to. So I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna go to Ashura first, and let's see if there's any additional quests that I can do. No, leave the bar. And those are just gonna be the guys that are here already. And I can just do the trade. If they got anything extra, then I can maybe buy some of those and then move on. Actually, what I will do is I'll buy 5 of these. Now there is a black market as well. So this is a independent colony, but I can buy stuff from the black market here. Now, if they don't have any of the authorities running around here, and let's say they just got a trader, I don't think they have anyone near me, but it doesn't mean that just because I don't see them, they aren't there. It just means I can't see them. But I do believe that it is safe to go and buy some stuff from the black market because there's going to be no authorities nearby. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see here, in the open market, everything here, when I buy something, it has 30% tariffs added on top of it. But the black market here, it may actually be better to buy from here because you just pay the money straight up. So 3 of these, 300, or I could buy 3 of these for 390. So 30% on top of it, not the ideal. So I'm gonna buy some stuff from the black market right now. I'm gonna load up on the fuel. I'm gonna max it out. And then after that, I'm gonna go and shove off, I think. Let's go ahead and buy some supplies though. I can hold on to the ship button like this and then just drag it like this. And so I'm just gonna buy 20 of these for 2,000. Alright, and let's hope there's no authorities around, otherwise they will flag me down. Okay, there's no authorities, and that is perfect. so I bought everything for 30% cheaper. Oh yeah, never pay retail. All right, you never pay retail. All right, and then now I'm gonna shove out. Oh, they're gonna. No, that was a merchant crew. Whew. I thought he was gonna pull me over. Hey, buddy, where you going with that goods there? Oh man, I was kinda scared. All right, so now when you're flying, there you go. The nebula actually bounced me off course, and also it damaged my fleet a little bit, my hull. So there, when you're flying around, you can actually think about the course that you set for yourself, and then you might need to avoid some dangers along the way. So since this is going to be alpha build, as I've said, I hope they will speed up the speeding up time, because as you see here, this is the normal time, and then this is speeding up time. Normal speeding. It's just a little bit. It's a little bit faster, not that much more faster. I'm gonna check the intel, so I need to go to Tartasis. So we're gonna go over here. We don't want to start off at the sun well here. That's perfect. Make a U-turn. Go to Phosphorus. And then at that, there's Tartasis. So let's head on there. Now you don't want to be by the sun, the corona, or anything like that, because that will damage ships and it will make you eat more supplies fixing your ships. So stratagems, my boy, stratagems. Alright, so there we go. I completed the mission. 200 food, 11 thou in my pocket, and there we go. Let's go on to the next quest. And just like that, Pirate's base is going to be discovered from talking to this guy, so that's not going to really help me out too much. But this person here, 330 domestic goods, 6.5 light years away, 388 units, but for 24k, 80 days out to finish it by. No problem, I'll do it. And that's a little bit lucky. There are going to be times in which there are no quests lying around for you to just simply take, and then you're in trouble. Alright, so these are going to be the various things I could purchase. I have 32k now, so this may work out. So I'm going to get the expanded missile racks. You definitely want that. It costs 7,800 for it, but that's really good stuff. I can get the armored mounts and then the operations center. Now, let's see here. No, let's not get that. I can get the hellbore cannon, but it takes ordnance points to actually use that. Oh, and actually, this might be a good time to refit our new weapon here. So these are all ballistics right here. So what I need to do is buy some stuff here. Anti-shield, light autocannon. This might work out. So to fit your ship, you are going to be bound by the ordnance points that are up here. You definitely want to make sure that you have capacitors and vents. Let's go and see what the max is here. Looks like it's 20 with the other 20. So I can actually max out both of these, but you don't necessarily need to do that. So about halfway for both, and we may want to just start off from there. May want to just cut down on the vents, because this is going to be more of my freighter, not necessarily going to be a front line guy, but can actually help me in the fight if need be. So this is anti-shield, and I cannot, well, I could buy this black market, but I think their authorities are near me, so I'm just going to buy a couple of these light cannons here, like so. And this is from the open market, and when you buy it immediately. And I can buy some point defense systems here, light machine guns like this in the back, from the open market. And now I'll just fill in the rest with the flex. Now I can add in some extra stuff. So I can add in the expanded missile things, but the ballistic and no missile launchers makes it to where I don't want to do that. And look at that, I'm at the 10, but what I want to do now is I'm actually going to cut this part down so I can open the rest of this up. And now I can have either militarized subsystems, which might actually be a good idea, or auxiliary fuel tanks to carry more fuel, additional berthing so I can have more civilians in my crew, blast doors so that when my hull breaks nobody flies out and dies, more cargo holds, all kinds of interesting stuff that I can put on there. And I definitely recommend, again, just learn all this custom stuff, because it's just a lot better, just a whole lot better. So right now though, I'm gonna go for the, I think the hardened subsystems. So it increases peak operating time, and also reduces the rate of combat readiness. Or militarized system removes the penalties from the civilian grade and increases max burn level by 1. Supplying combat readiness cost to recover from deployment is reduced by 30, and increased minimum crew by 100%. So this might be a good one here. It removes the penalties from the civilian grade hull. So increases sensor profile, but reduces sensor strength by 50%. I think you know what, I'm going to get the militarized subsystems right there. Booyah. There we go. And then there you go. And now my little freighter that I picked up to carry freight is now ready for battle. And that's it. Now, before I go here, I want to get into a battle situation. So I'm actually going to leave this right here. I'm going to play this a little bit later on. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and exit the game. Well, I have to save and exit because I put it on Iron Man mode. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the missions here. And I can just do the first mission here. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. Play this mission here just to get a taste of the fight. So when you start off, you have to choose who you want in the fight. And of course, it really matters who you choose here. And as you see there, it has the combat readiness and the hull integrity. So of course, this is how long they can stay in the fight for the combat readiness, and then the hull integrity, of course, how much it actually takes before they blow up and die. CR per deployment, 12%, and then peak performance 360. And then you can actually do F1 for more info, but that just kind of tells you more about the ship in general. So let's go ahead and deploy my ships out. Now they do have the sensor jammer and then a nav buoy, so let's go ahead and pick those up. And in the beginning of the game here, I'm not extremely sure what they do, but I know I want it. And as you can see there, when I clicked on them, I used some command points to actually go ahead and do it. Right now I'm still looking at the tactical view, and there we go. I can actually press pause and then take a look at these guys. I can actually click on the enemy and then more info. This is the Hound class combat freighter, and I definitely outclass him. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and click on my guy and then make it to where he'll just all out fight him, because he's absolutely no match for my guy. So I can manually take control of my own capital vehicle, but for right now I am just going to let them do its own thing. It's actually better, AI controlling the ships. This is definitely one of those games in which AI control is a lot better. And boom! Gone. Alright, and there I'm actually going to put, for right now, to stay away from right now, I'm just going to capture this little area for right now with my ships. I'm going to go over to my guy over here, make sure he's okay. He's going to be the carrier of the group here, so... Oh, and this is another carrier on their side, the Condor class. Well, I think I better hurry up and get over there as soon as I capture that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get over here. So I wanna go over there and get to the other side as fast as I possibly can. Meanwhile, I'm gonna watch this. Alright. So it looks like that's his escort right here. Alright, I'm actually gonna go after this cruiser. Hopefully this guy stays away. Let's go watch the action. And as you see, that's what I like about this game so much. The action is just, you never know what's gonna happen. You don't have really direct control over what is going to be going on, except for your capital ship if you want it. Let's go ahead and get back to him while he pummels away at this guy right there. Actually talk to him if I want. The only bad thing I say about this game here is that I wish there was more free look of everywhere. Ooh! Oh, that's beautiful. I don't think I can ever get tired of that. And this is the last ship, so I'm going to change it to all-out attack on it. And you can actually retreat, but you have to get to the other side of the board before you can actually retreat. There you go. Enemy fleet is defeated. I can end this anytime I want, but I want to catch up to him. Now, the one thing you might notice that they're flying along and he's turning off his shields. But that's okay, though. Where are we going? Go over there. That's okay, though. It makes it to where he flies a lot faster over to where he's going. But I don't think I'll be able to catch up to him. And this is another thing I wish I had in this mode here. Fast forward on the tactical, so that I don't have to sit here and wait for it to go by. But there we go, guys. That is Starsector. Hope you guys picked this up. Really a beautiful game. And now turning tables, total victory, 100% score. And of course, had I been playing on the campaign mode, I would get stuff, I would get supplies, fuel. I might be able to take one of their ships, restore it back. Sure, it'll be beat up, but man, you'll be able to pick it up and get pretty much free ships, basically. But not necessarily, because they are going to be extremely beat up. Those guys go away. I am going to be continuing on the stream. But for right now, if you are on YouTube and you are watching along, definitely hit that subscribe and also like my videos, and hopefully I will see you guys more